Hey everyone, so as the title says, today we shall be discussing about everything that you need to know before starting off with your GD, PI and your WAT preparation. So before we begin, my name is Meghna and I'll be a student mentor for the upcoming journey. So while CAT and all the other management examinations are all about attitude and aptitude for that matter. So you've already cleared one step by clearing off your cutoffs on the aptitude part. Now is the time to get going on the attitude section as well. So most of the top B schools assess the candidate on 3 different types of examinations, which are the GD, that is your group discussion, your PI, which is your personal interview, and also the WAT, that means your written ability test. So let us see how we can succeed on all 3 of them. So we'll start off by talking about the various skill sets which are needed to ace in these examinations, and then we shall be talking about the roadmap. So make sure that you're watching it till the end. So let's start off with good communication skills. Having exceptional communication skills is truly a boon for all of us. But please understand the fact that great communication skills are not synonymous to speaking in English. It is just about conveying the right thing at the right time, and also that you're making sense with whatever you're speaking. Also, under your communication skills, always keep a note of your tone. So do not be too sarcastic or too blunt all of a sudden. Also, make sure that you're speaking with clarity and utmost confidence. But while doing all this, do not forget to be an active listener, because even that is one of the most significant part of the communication skills. At the same time, remember that body language impacts about 93% of the overall conversation. Surprising, right? So how you're moving your hands, how you're conducting yourself, the way you're sitting on the chair, the way you're contacting through your eyes, or a little smile on your face can actually cast a huge impact onto the conversation. So make sure a constant positive body language is being maintained throughout. So next we move on to the content. Having a sound knowledge about the terminologies which you might have learned in the past few years is not sufficient enough for all of us. Please remember that you also need to get a hold of whatever is happening in the nearby surroundings. That means a general awareness of the world around. In other terms, it is all about knowing the current affairs, which includes the static as well as the dynamic part. So no matter how good you are with your communication skills, until and unless you back it up with the sound knowledge of the entire thing, you will definitely lose marks. After the content, now is the time to talk about the skill set required for efficient leadership and the team building skills. Since personality is the whole sole factor which is being tested over here, so the way you're behaving with your team, the way you're carrying your team along, the way you're speaking to them, the way you're accepting their arguments alongside speaks a lot about your persona. Speaking particularly about the GD, that is the group discussion, it is very much important to be and act as a part of the team, for it is all about reaching a common goal rather than fighting. Apart from these skills, you should also be working a lot upon your critical thinking, your problem solving skills, and also your decision making ability. So these were the major skill sets which are required for us. But now, as promised earlier, let's talk about the roadmap ahead. So the very first point in our plan of action is to develop your current affairs. We really need to be very well versed with all the happenings around us. So for this, you can start off by reading the newspapers daily and also start watching Bulldoze. Now what is Bulldoze? Bulldoze is our daily live dose of current affairs for all of you. And if you're very serious with your preparation, then make sure that you're also watching the recordings of the last few weeks' Bulldoze. Next, let's talk about developing your communication skills. So to be at par with our communication skills, we really need to practice every day. So start picking up one question every day which you find is relevant to the upcoming preparation, and start devising your own answers for that. Along with that, make sure that you're keeping a note of your tone and also your fluency. Please make sure to get a professional feedback on all of your answers. This could be from a mentor, from some authority, from some faculty member, or anyone else who's relevant to the stream. So the ideology is to collect all the feedbacks, improvise on ourselves, through certain introspection, of course, and then practice again. And while we are on the topic of introspection, make sure that you're introspecting yourselves thoroughly so that you know what all you have to answer. So बहुत ज़्यादा चीज़ें discuss हो गई ना. So let's talk about an easy way out to prepare for all these things. So if you've got a 90 percentile or more on the recent CAT examination, or have received a call from any of the top B schools of India, you are definitely eligible for our free course on GD PI. The link to the same would be provided at the top of the screen and also in the description box. So in this course, you will be mentored through the top faculty members of the IIMs who also are a part of the top B school panel. So do not lose this opportunity at any cost. Be crisp and act smart. All the best.